Hi, I'm going to walk you through an interactive tool to help you with writing your own story of the hero's journey. You're going to click on the link on the page, your class page, and it's going to take you here after you name goes here and after you give your project a title. I decided to have a character named Amma, so I just used her as my project title. I do want you to read through the introduction. It might seem like a lot, but it gives you a lot of information and will help you understand what you're being asked to do because it gives you lots of examples. When you're done reading that, you're going to click continue. And it's going to take you to this nifty little tool that's going to help you lay out your story. It will put it all together in one document for you when you are done. However, you can't save it online. You need to print it. And I'm going to walk you through. You might be able to save it as a PDF on your computer too. I'm going to walk you through that a little bit later in my talk. I want you to figure that out relatively early so you know if you're going to be able to save it or not, or if you should be jotting down your ideas on a piece of paper. So let's start here with Name Your Hero. I've worked ahead a little just so I can show you. We're going to start right in the middle. And then it gives you a description of what heroes often are in the stories, but it also tells you that you have complete control over what you want your hero to be. Okay? I went with Amma. She's a young female orphan. She has no parents. She was found in the forest and bears brought her up. So it's kind of a fantasy story because we know bears can't bring up human children. But for my story's sake, that's what happened. So she's grown up in the forest with the bears and she's had no human contact. Okay? And then we're going to go up here to 12 o'clock. Do you remember in the video, What Makes a Hero? He talked about the clock positions when he was speaking of the hero's journey. Well, it's laid out that way. So here we are at our starting point right here. And this is what he called status quo. So click on it for me. And that's going to take you to an unusual birth, the start of your story, okay? So you're going to make sure you start here with the unusual birth, and then you're going to go clockwise around the clock, okay? So the hero in all these hero journey stories does not have a typical birth. They're set apart from other people, other beings immediately, right from birth. So I decided that my character, Amma, was going to be found alone in the forest by a bunch of bears. And they took the baby and they raised it among their own young. She doesn't know who her parents are or why she was left to perish in the forest. So we have this little mystery behind who her parents are. And we're probably going to find that out later, but we need to follow the pattern. Make sure that you read everything that's there to you because oftentimes you're going to miss good information. You can see how I'm going up and down the page there. All right. When you're done with your unusual birth, you're going to go here to 1. Click on it. The call to adventure. What is making Amma leave her safe little home and go out into the big dangerous world? What's going on? So you can see right here, they'll give you some more information. Make sure you read it. Okay? So you know what to use for your story here. And I decided that the sacred totem, this really sacred thing that the bears keep and love, has been stolen by human hunters. And Amma's the only one who can retrieve it from the city because, of course, the bears just can't waltz in there. They need to send a human. So here is her call to adventure. She's going to have to go out amongst humans. She's never been with them before. So that's my story's call to adventure. Now, I'm not going to take you guys through the whole thing. I just wanted to show you what was going on. After you click the call to adventure, you're going around that clock again. You're going to click here. And this is where the supernatural helper is going to be added in, okay? Read through the information. Once again, here's some examples that you may know, and that will help you understand a little better. Then you're going to type in here your description of the supernatural helper. Where did your hero find this helper? Describe your helper. Is it a human? Is it a magical being? Who is it? Tell us a little bit more. When you're done with that, you'll go to the next number. And this is where the talisman or the special weapon gets brought in. Read your info, jot down your ideas, and you're going to go all the way around in the circle, okay? You're going to have the return home here. And remember then the last step, they don't include it here, but you're going to go back to the same position. You're going to go home, okay? And they're talking about it in this. Then you're going to go down here. You can click preview. This will show you what you have so far. Now, I didn't fill them all out, so I only have that. And I have a couple of them filled out. Then you can click print. And I've already clicked mine to save as a PDF. If yours doesn't save as a PDF, see if you have the PDF. Go into change and see if you have that option. Here's printers. Click save as a PDF, and then you should be able to save it that way. You're going to know if you can do that. Go and check this before you actually start working. And if you can't save or if you can't print, you may just want to jot down things on a piece of paper so you have that little outline to help you write your story. Okay? So make sure to find out how you can save it and keep it. And you might have to play a little. Try your best. All right, and I'm going to leave you go now to actually do that. Keep your information and you have your story started.